Hello and welcome back to Cast On, a knitting podcast where I talk about my finished objects, some whips, some yarny goodness and some more. I am Ellie, I am from Austria and you are most welcome here. So welcome or welcome back if you have been around for some time. This is episode number 4. I'm really happy about that. And today I have some exciting stuff, and also you might see my hair is not straight as in the other videos. This is actually my natural hair, it is curly. Right now I'm trying out the curly girl hair method. You might have heard about it before on the internet. It was quite famous a few years ago, and I'm trying to figure things out with my hair, how to style it, how to best embrace my curls. So if it looks a bit wet, I'm really sorry. Like I said, I am still figuring things out, so bear with me. But yes, episode number 4. I'm very excited. Thank you all so much for sticking around for so long, or welcome if this is the first time you have been here. And I would say we get straight into it. Today is a very hot day, I have to say. The weather's been very inconsistent lately, and hot as well. But today is a very good day as well, because it is a public holiday in Austria, Germany maybe, I don't quite know. But here it is for us, which means I got no university and I got loads of time on my hands. Well, at least when I ignore all the responsibilities that I actually have, so I could get some knitting done. As for finished objects, sorry, my nose is tingling. I don't have that many because, like I said, university has been really stressful. If you don't know, I am a student. I study business and economics here in Vienna. I'm almost done with my study, which makes me very happy, but that also means that right now I don't have that much time on my hands and got a lot of stuff to do. Anyway, last time I counted it as like almost finished in the middle of a whip kind of project, and it is this jumper. It is now finished. It's actually a cardigan. It is the pattern, the Maja cardigan by Hélène Magnússon. I will link everything down below. If I also mispronounce the names, I am really sorry. But yeah, this is actually a cardigan. I made it into a jumper and I'm really happy about it. It's got sleeves now, and I actually shortened the colour chart on this because this was supposed to be quite a big, like a very long one. But to be honest, I was just being a bit lazy and I also didn't want the charts to go all the way up to my elbow because I thought that would have been too long for me, so I made it shorter. Also, the pattern is a free pattern, so you can go and check it out. And this is the bottom. I made it in Woolyknit charcoal. It is 100% British wool. The dark colour is called charcoal and the white colour is called cream or something like this. And I've talked about this for so long and so many times that I won't go into detail with this. You can go and check out my other episodes, or also go on Ravelry because I am also active-ish on there as well. Anyway, last time I did not have the second sleeve finished, so now I've got both sleeves. But because of the weather and because this is 100% wool, sadly I cannot wear it anymore. So I have to wait until it gets cooler. I've worn it about once or twice for, I don't know, a few hours, not very long, because yeah, very hot weather, but that was also in the evening. But I have to say I'm really happy with the fit. I am so proud of it because the colour work was no joke, and I'm also really proud that I could transform a cardigan into a sweater, which was what it originally was, a cardigan. So that is my first finished object, and my second one is something that I have not had on my needles, I believe, and it is this top here. It is so cute. This is the Eyelet Bralette by Hiris Makes. She is running a summer top knit along. It finishes on like the 6th of June or something, so very soon. This is my second top I've made from her, and it is a cropped top, and it's got this beautiful eyelet pattern here in the middle, and it runs all the way down here, but it's actually not see-through, which I was quite worried about, and I'm super happy that it's not. And the fit is just amazing, and I made this in, gosh, what was the yarn called? It's a Sandnes Garn Merinoull, something like that. Again, I will link everything down below, in this beautiful blue colour. I purchased that yarn last time, I believe, because it was on offer and I had to get some. It is super wash, but I think it was quite nice to work with. Normally super wash, a lot of people say it's like really squishy, but I actually really enjoyed it, and this top used barely any yarn. I don't quite know how many meters are in this top, but I only used like a ball and a quarter or something, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. Like I said, the fit is just amazing, and also the back is, it's a straight back, and then you just attach the straps here. And normally I hate purling, which we will get to in a minute. But normally I like working in the round. That's why raglans are my favorite type of sweaters and shirts, or just garments to work on, and also round yokes, because I don't have to worry about purling. And with this one, it was surprisingly fun to do, because obviously here, from here on, you separate in the middle and then you make the cups. It went by super fast, and I think this was like one of the most enjoyable parts of this top. I enjoyed the whole process, because it was such a small knit as well. I could take it with me on the underground on my way to uni, because I do live on the other side of the city from my university, so the train or the underground ride is about 20 to 25 minutes straight, and then I have to change. But this was so much fun to knit on the go, and yeah, my first strappy top of the year, and hopefully many more to come. And yeah, really happy with it. So these sadly were all of my finished objects, because again, I don't want to bring it up again 1,000 times in this video, but time is of the essence. It is very limited right now, but I do have quite a lot of other whips, and one of them is in this bag. Honestly, I don't know if you've been with me from the very first episode on, but this is the very first project bag I made. I do make my project bags myself mostly because I do sew, and even though it's super wonky and not perfect in any shape or form, it is so nice to have such a big one, because I can just throw like a whole jumper in it. And in here is a project that's been on my needles for months now, and has, yeah, cost me quite some nerves, and it is the Vargö sweater. I have picked it up again. Again, I will not go into details what happened, but the short version is I had to unravel everything that I did and basically start from the ground up again, which brings me to this. I have picked it up again, like I just said, and it looks so good. It is the Vargö sweater by Sari Nordlund. If you're interested in the pattern, I would recommend this pattern to anyone. If you want to go or try out colour work, I think this is the perfect way to go, really, because the problem with colour work is you sometimes have really long floats, so the strings in the back when you change the colour are called floats, and you need to catch them every now and then. After, like, you can't have one longer than 5 stitches, and this pattern does exactly that. The longest float you can have is 5 stitches, which makes it so quick and easy to knit up, because mostly the colour work is like knit 3 in one colour and then knit 3 in the second colour, or like knit 2 in grey, knit 1 in white, knit 1 knit 2 in grey, and so on. So it's very easy to memorize as well. And this has been like an evening project. It looks super huge actually, but it's not. I think it's a great fit. I'm using, I think these are 4.5mm needles, and the yarn is Baby Merino by Drops in this grey colour, and then in this beige colour. And I've had this grey colour in my stash for quite a while, and I really wanted to use it up, and like I said, I've been working on this for so long. And then I just threw it in a corner, let it rest for a couple of months, and now I picked it up again. And all that is left to do on this colour work portion really is like 2 charts. One big one where the chart goes up to 17 rows or something, and then the second one is just a 3-row chart. And then I'm done again with the colour work, and then I can start with the sleeves and finish off the body, which is really exciting because I just love the design. I think it's so intriguing and cool, and it's so simple. Like, if anyone would have told me at the very beginning when I started this that the biggest floats you would have are 5 stitches long and that it's super easy to knit up, I would not have believed them, honestly. But yeah, really, really good knit. Would recommend 100% to anyone, and yeah, can't wait to finish it. Probably won't be able to wear it again. I am transitioning into summer knits, as probably most people, because it is summer, and I don't know where you live, but in summer here it gets very, very hot very quickly. So that might be just like an evening garment, or when it's cold again, who knows, who knows. So that was my first whip. So my second whip is something I did cast on last time, but I was not very far, so I can't remember if I showed you at all, because I literally just had the cast on edge. But my mum's birthday is coming up, and I thought, silly me, I thought I would be done by the next episode, which is this one, with this top, because her birthday is on the 5th of June, which is in a week or so, and I am not done. Not even near being done. But since she's coming here to Vienna to visit the week later, I got a bit more time. But yes, I am knitting her pardon me, I am knitting her a summer top because I really wanted to make something for her, and I don't know how to present this in like a good way because it's just a big pink blob. Ta-da! It is the, let's maybe say the pattern, it is the Cumulus T by Petite knit. I love her patterns, and I thought that this pattern would be really great for my mum because she is someone that likes to be like covered up because she's got quite a big bust, and I thought this would just be perfect because it's also not clingy and skin tight like most of Petite knit's patterns, because that is literally the worst thing you could wear in summer, something that is really tight on your skin. So I cast this on, and I was trying so hard to finish this, or at least join in the round to show you for this episode, and I knit to literally 5 minutes before I started filming, but I just couldn't do it. And yeah, so this here is the neckline, and then you have the separation for the sleeves here. It is like a raglan construction, it goes down here. And then you have the back, so you literally join where my needles also join, if I can sort it out, like this. It is, oh gosh, I will just insert the picture and then you will see what it's meant to look like. It is a v-neck, that's why it looks so strange, and that's why I can't hold it up properly, because it is a v-neck. And this is also why I have a new passion for hating purling. That sounds very odd, doesn't it? But I thought purling was never a problem before I started this top, because this just takes the mick. Also, in this process I found out that the way I purl is actually wrong, and that's why I have quite a few problems working on the right side, because I'm purling the wrong way on the wrong side. So the way I purl is I don't like wrap the yarn around the needle. I just like pick it up, which twists the stitch essentially for the right side. So I have to knit through the back leg on the right side to make it like not twisted. I don't know if that's a good explanation, but it doesn't really matter. I tried teaching myself whilst doing this purling how you're actually supposed to purl, because I do knit continental style, but it just slowed me down so much, and I'm not joking, but one purling row, I mean, you can see how long this is. This is only a 80 centimeter cord. That's why it's all scrunched up, because it's super slippery. And I didn't want to have it on even a bigger cord, but like it is so long from one end to the other that it genuinely takes me about half an hour to go from one end to another. And to me that is bad, because this is a 4-row repeat, so for the increases I don't want to take too much away from the pattern, but yeah, it's a lot and it's long, and I am someone who likes to knit quite fast. I would consider myself as a fast knitter, and purling just slows me down so much, and it just takes the joy out of knitting the garment, which is a shame because I really like the pattern. But I think after I'm finished with this, I would like to have a Cumulus tee myself, but I think I just need a break from purling, because yeah. Also, I think I forgot to say what yarn I'm using. I am using the Tynn liner, this here. Yeah, in this gorgeous pink colour. I really like the colour because I think this just screams my mum, but knitting it up, it's a lot pinker than what I would have liked. So I'm a bit worried it's gonna clash with her skin, because she has got like pinky reddish undertones, whereas I've got blue undertones. Oh, it will be fine, I guess. If she doesn't like it, she doesn't have to wear it. That's always what I think. I wouldn't be mad about it either. But yeah, this is the Kumulus tee for my mum, and I have to finish this in a week, so I really have to crack on and knit on this almost monogamously. That's the word. Because I don't think I can finish it otherwise. But now that all the purling is out of the way, I can join the round and just knit in the round for the body and then the sleeves, and then I'm done. So I think it will go quite fast now as well, hopefully. But yeah, I've got it in my red cherry bag as usual, and I could not take this with me on the underground. I wanted to, because I thought if I do like 1 row per journey, that would already help me so much. But because the yarn is so slippery and I am using metal needles compared to wooden needles, which I have tried in the beginning, but it just was too stiff, and that's why I switched to metal needles. It would just slip off the needles on the underground, and then I would have even a bigger disaster than if I would have just left it at home. So yes, that is whip number 2. Whip number 3 is something that, let me pick it up. It is something that I've only cast on yesterday because I finished the Eyelet bralette only like last week, and then I was knitting on the Cumulus tee for my mum, but then I thought, actually I also want something for myself, but I want to make t-shirts. I want something quick, essentially. This is not a quick knit, but I was just itching to do this. Oh gosh, it's unraveling already. Last time I showed you that I bought my, it wasn't my very first hand-dyed yarn, but it was the prettiest, I would say. I only bought hand-dyed yarn twice in my life, and that was the second time, and now I'm knitting with it because I couldn't hold back anymore. And what I'm talking about is the Life in the Long Grass Rosegold single skein. I caked it up. Let me just sort this mess out. It's unraveling because, as far as I'm aware, when you work with hand-dyed yarn, you have to switch skeins every like row, and that's what I'm doing, and that's why it's such a huge mess, because I'm also pairing it with mohair, because this is the skein. Is it not just so gorgeous? It's so pretty. I'm so happy. I'm not a pink fan, says the girl wearing a pink dress, but there are certain pink tones where I'm not a super, like a huge fan of. Some of them are in here, but I'm still happy I bought it. It wasn't the yarn that I originally wanted, because the actual one that I wanted, they only had like 1 skein left, and I wanted 2, because what can I make out of 1 skein that only like knits shirts and jumpers and stuff. Anyway, so I bought 2 in the colour rose gold, caked it up yesterday and started this. This is going to be, doesn't look like much, does it? I wanted a shirt, but because this yarn is quite speckled, in my opinion, I am, like I said, I've only bought hand-dyed yarn twice in my life, and I'm no expert whatsoever. But because it's quite speckled, in my opinion, or for my eye, I wanted to tone it down, and I'm holding it with some drops kit silk mohair. This is just a standard white colour. I had this left over from my sweater number 9, and I thought I would pair it to get this super fluffy texture, and I'm really happy I did, because I think it toned it down quite a lot, which was exactly the goal, because I didn't want it to be just pink and super flashy. So what I'm doing is I am using the No Frills sweater by Petite knit, but instead of making a sweater, I am knitting a shirt. I really like the pattern. I've made my boyfriend this sweater, and I really like how it looks, and I also think that the fit was fine. But I just wanted something really simple for this yarn, and I thought that was just great, because I've bought so many patterns lately that I really have to look at my finances a little bit, because I'm also bought some yarn. But I just wanted to use something, 1 from my stash, and 2 something from my pattern stash, so I would not have to, you know, buy something else, or just I also didn't want to design my own shirt just on a whim, because I want to do that already anyway, and I've got no idea how that's going to turn out because I have not had the time to cast it on yet. Hence a pre-existing pattern, and yeah, I'm really happy how it works up. I've just finished the short rows. If you're not familiar with the No Frills sweater, it's got short rows in the back. So this part here, I got all my cute handmade stitch markers, which I think fit quite well. But I got to say, my favourite colour in all of this colourful goodness is like the really orangey brown tones. Don't know if that what folks like. Something like this, like that is my favourite colour, which is a bit ironic because the whole skein is basically pink. But yeah, I'm not regretting that I bought it. I'm still really happy, and I hope this is gonna turn out alright. I probably won't be able to wear it in summer because it does have mohair in it, but I also, like I said, I'm not regretting that either because I just really wanted to tone it down, and that's what I'm doing. Like, fight me. So yeah, that is my third whip, and gonna see how that's gonna turn out. The last whip is something that I have shown last time, and I have worked on it quite a lot, I would say. So for a bit of background information, I started out crocheting, and then I kind of really got into knitting, and that's what I'm doing now. I really love knitting, and in the beginning I bought a lot of acrylic yarn, and as every knitter, crocheter, yeah, people like that, crafty people I would say, have probably noticed acrylic is not the best garment yarn. So have I, but I have bought quite a lot of acrylic before, and instead of throwing it away, I also don't want to wear it anymore because I did make a few shirts and jumpers before with acrylic yarn, but I don't want to wear these anymore. I would like to use it anyway instead of, like I said, throwing out. So I have started making a blanket with all of my, well, not all of my acrylic yarn, but I want to get a good dent in it because it's a freaking huge blanket. Can you see that? So last time I think I just finished the green part, and now I've finished some like light blue here, and now on this dark blue. And with every section I want to try out a different pattern, a different stitch. I don't want any repeats, so it's also just for practice to me, so I can practice like different types of stitches, see what I like, what I don't like. So down here the yellow is garter stitch, the green is moss stitch or seed stitch, the blue is just a 2x2 rib, and now I have absolutely no idea what this is called again. I have bought a book with different stitches inside, and I just saw this and I thought I would try it out, and I think it looks really cool. So yeah, should probably not have done the 2x2 rib down here because as you can see it cinches it in, but honestly I am really not bothered. It's just a blanket. It's probably gonna be a throw on the sofa or wherever. I might even decide to donate it and see if someone else can make use of it, I guess. It's just some like a fun project when I need like a kind of a palette cleanser in a sense, because these are also quite thick needles. These are 6mm needles. All my other projects right now, like this one with Life in the Long Grass, it's on 4mm, then the Cumulus T is on like 3.5, or also 4, something like, or even a 3, I can't remember. very thin needles, let's put it that way. So it's quite nice to sometimes work with some chunkier ones, also to give your wrists and your fingers a break. And because this blanket is so huge, I've had it on the sofa for so long, so it's quite easy to just pick it up and then knit around, or like one row. It does take quite a while, and I had no idea going into this project what like size it's gonna be. I just cast on a bunch of stitches, and because I knew I wanted it huge, because I want to use up as much yarn as possible and put it in this. And as you can see, I do have quite a lot of colours or like colour coordinated things. And yeah, I got another dark blue, which is going to be the next. I'm almost done with this blue here. I only got this ball left, and then a little one here. And what I'm doing is, whenever I run out of one colour, instead of separating the second ball and kind of attaching it, I just start with the new colour. Hello, thank you. So you can also have like a bit of a fade to make it, yeah, not as choppy, I guess. But I don't really care. I don't care how it turns out. It's just a fun project and for some practice. So, gosh, this sauce is super warm because it's so thick. Put it there. Right, that was my last whip, sadly. Well, not sadly, because I think 1, 2, 3, 4 are a lot for some people, not enough for others. I think it's a good amount. I got a bit of everything, I would say, and that's something I want to aim for in future projects, because before I cast this one on yesterday, I only had my colour work and my mum's shirt, and that was, yeah, I wanted something for myself, and I also wanted something different, like a new project, some new ideas, because I have been working on both of these things for quite a while. And that is also why I caked up this yarn here. This is, got the label here, this is BC Garn Bio Balance, and I believe that this is also hand dyed. So that's why I said I can't say that the other one was the very first hand dyed yarn that I ever bought, because that was there before. But this one is 55% pure organic wool and 45% pure organic cotton. I just remembered I have not said what any of these yarns from my other projects were. Really sorry. Yeah, cotton and wool blend. I have worked with 100% cotton in a previous episode and I absolutely hated it. So I think a mix is quite good. It feels quite nice as well. And I got 2 skeins of this. Here is the second one. I got 2 of this. In one, so the stitch count is 25 stitches per 10 centimeters, and it's 225 meters, which is, don't know in yards. Ouch. So let's say we got about 450 meters right here. And I thought, it's gonna be enough, but not for like a sweater. I always knew I wanted to make a shirt with it, but I just could not find anything that was with such a, well, it's quite a thick gauge, and I noticed that a lot of summer tops are, pardon, with a very thin yarn, like this one, Tynn Lina. It's also a blend actually. This is cotton, viscose and linen, but this is super thin, like no, okay, yeah, super thin, working on 3mm needles, so you can imagine. I think the stitch count is like 28. So I did find a pattern for this, which I'm very excited about, and I was debating yesterday whether to cast this one on or the no frills shirt variation kind of thing. I decided for the other one, obviously, because this is still here. But what I want to make with this is the Celine top, I think it's called, by, I don't know, can't remember the designer. It was some kind of, I think she's German. I don't know. Go and look down in the description if you would like. But I think the shirt looks super nice. It's also worked top down, which was a big thing for me, because with these kind of things, when I have only like 2 skeins or something, I like to work from the top down, so then I can really use up all of the yarn that I have and not have any leftovers, which is ideal, I would say, for any knitter, to not have any leftovers, because I really don't know what to make with like half a skein or something. So yeah, that is the plan for this, and you will hopefully see that next time, either finished or started or whatever. And I think we can go to the yarn acquisitions, because I have bought a little bit of yarn. So if you want to, you can stick around. If you don't like yarn acquisitions, then I hope I will see you next time, and let's get started. So, like I have already mentioned, I have bought 1 book. Well, I actually bought more than 1 book, but I bought 1 book about some different types of stitches, and I bought some more books because I'm just really interested, I guess. And the next one is this one. It's called Top Down Sweaters by Anne Budd, I think. It's the Knitter's Handy Book of Top Down Sweaters, and you just have loads of like tables for different sizes, and it also explains how to knit some stuff, like the different types of sweaters, which I think is really handy because I do want to design my own things. I have already started calculating stuff for 1 t-shirt, which I've also mentioned before, and I just need to knit it up, see how it works, see if I like it. If not, then just have to find something else, I guess. But that's why I bought this book, because I do want to start designing my own things. I have absolutely no idea about anything. It's just kind of learning by doing, learning as I go, because I am not an experienced knitter at all. I would say I have done a fair share of different types of knitting. Also, quantity wise, I have done quite a few things now. But I am nowhere near being an expert or anything, so I just like to educate myself on it and see if I can make something myself for my own needs. So that is the first book. And then the second one is funny story. When I went to go and pick up my parcel for the yarn that came on that day, there is a local yarn shop, and it's got really obscure opening times, so it's never open when I go. And I really wanted to have a look in it because it's a really small shop, and I actually really liked it in there, but it was very awkward. Like, I don't know if that's all shop owners, but it was very small, and there was only 1 woman in there. She was really nice, very lovely and all, but she kept staring at me. Like, the whole time she stared at me. She asked me if I needed anything at the beginning, and then I said no, and I just wanted to browse through and see what she got. And yeah, she just kept staring at me, and there was this table. It was like an L shape, and the whole shop is maybe like I don't know, 5 by 5 square. So you take like 2 steps into the shop and you're already at the end, kind of thing. but huge racks and shelves full with yarn. But the problem was that I could not see the yarn, like the brand. I could only see the colours, but the labels were not facing me, so I did not know what I was looking at. And I saw that she had quite a lot of like offers on it, but I didn't know what it was. And because it was behind the table where she was, I didn't know if I'm allowed to go around, or if I just have to point at it, say, could I have a look at that? And then she takes it and gives it to me. But I felt really guilty, also for not buying something, so of course I had to buy something. I will go again, but it was just, the whole situation was a bit strange. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one. I'm a bit awkward with other people, and my boyfriend points that out every time I go outside, which is, yeah. Anyway, what I actually bought were two things, well, more than two things, but book wise. First of all, I got a lookbook. This is the Lana Grossa lookbook from, don't know, number 9. I don't know what month that is. This is what it looks like. Lovely lady at the front. And there are, it is winter wear, I would say. Like lots of sweaters, oops, cardigans, stuff like this. But I just really liked, for example, this one. It's got a really interesting stitch pattern. It's like a cross stitch. And yeah, some lovely things in there. The problem is, I don't know if I will ever knit something out of a book, because I like to have my patterns online, so I like as a PDF, so I can mark stuff and I can erase stuff and I don't ruin my pattern by writing on it. But I think I like to build up like a collection of knitting books and lookbooks and all of that stuff, because I do already own one of these. I got it for my birthday. It's like down there behind me. But yeah, that's the first one. And then the second one, also I have to say, the shop I think was specialized on Lana Grossa, because she had mostly her yarn, or the company's yarn, so I don't think that she had, like, yeah, mostly them. But the other book is this one. Again, it's from Lana Grossa. It's issue 8 is this one, and it's, first of all, it's huge. It's bigger than A4, but it got like really interesting things. Again, I think it's like winter wear, because you have cardigans again, some like really nice sweaters like this, and there was one in particular that really caught my attention, which is why I wanted to buy it. Was it that one? No, it was this one. Yeah. Don't know what you can actually see, but I really like this one. It's, you can see both of them here. She has got a really cool sweater, because it's got a fade up here. What colour is it up here? She's got a really cool sweater with a really cool fade. I don't think I would make it that big though. And he wears a fantastic sweater as well. And I just thought that the design was really interesting, because it's like a checkerboard. So yeah, that was kind of why I wanted to buy this book. There are a few more, but I don't want to bore you all. I guess you can also have a look online what kind of designs are in this one, but I think I would really recommend this one, because I think it got great designs in there, and they only cost like €7, and there are, I don't know how many designs are in there, but it's a lot. 40. Is that correct? Yeah, 40 designs in this book. I think that's pretty good. So these were the two things book-wise that I actually bought. And then she also gave me some other leaflets. She said they give that out. Some more here. One is, yeah, that one's knitting. That is more like summer stuff. Some light cardigans. This one is got a light, also on the back, like a light jumper or sweater or whatever. This one is for shawls and scarves, I think. Yeah, they all look really cool, but I don't think after my purling experience, I don't think I want to start a shawl anytime soon. And this one is a crochet book, actually. Got some really nice stuff in there as well, but I'm not into crochet anymore, really. Also, it really hurt my wrists, so that's why I like knitting. And then the last one is this one, but that's more of like a lifestyle magazine, so no knitting involved here. But I thought that was really nice to get like an extra package of free stuff. So I'm definitely going back when I get free stuff. I'm joking, of course. And then of course, because of the awkwardness, I had to buy some yarn because she kept staring me down. But I'm actually really happy with what I bought, to be honest. Like at the time I was like, nothing really tickles my fancy. Nothing is really my colour where I would say this is like special yarn, something that I would really want and like to use. But I'm actually really happy, and it is this. It is Tropical, I think. Yeah, Tropical by Lana Grossa again, in this speckled green yarn. Now I'm not a green person. I want to get more into green because I really like sage green. But I think that was quite nice because it's also got some blue in there. Absolutely no idea what I'm gonna make with it because this is thick yarn. This is 18 stitches per 10 centimeters, and you're supposed to use a needle size 5, so that's quite chunky in my opinion. But it's 70% cotton and 30% merino wool, and like I said, I don't like to use cotton on its own, so when I saw this I thought that was pretty good anyway. Oh yeah, and in one there's only like 125 meters, and I only got 2 because these were on sale. She had like one of these metal baskets, like these big, well, it wasn't that big, but one of these baskets, and she had like a load of yarn in there, so I didn't want to go like hardcore digging through it while she was staring me down. But I thought I found 2 of the same, so that's why I got them. And I think I want to make a top with them as well, but like I said, I need it to be top down because I want to use all of this. I do not want to have any leftover with this, leftovers, and also I don't think I would go very far with like one of them. That's why I want to adjust the length rather than like up here. So that's the first 2 things. And then the next, which is why I actually went there in the first place, is to pick up my parcel. And I got some summer yarns because I got mostly merino and alpaca in my stash, and proper wool, of course. But I needed something light, and I really liked the Tynn liner so much that I bought some more. I bought it in this sage green here, and I also bought it in this, I don't know what you would call it. This is the color 3021, and the pure white was sold out sadly, which I actually wanted. I still like the color, it's just that it looks a bit speckled, in my opinion, because it's the two strands together and one is a bit darker, and it looks more of a, I don't even know what this, it's not cream, it's a bit darker than cream, but it's not like nude as well. It's a bit strange, but I really like this green. I'm very happy about this one. And the reason why I bought these two was because I wanted to make some summer tops, of course, and I wanted to make the camisole number, I want to make 2, 4 and 5, I think it is. So with either of these I do have enough yarn to make any of these. I don't know when I will have the time to cast them on. I don't know if I might not just use one of them for something else. Who knows, I got it in my stash now, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. I just really like the yarn and that's why I got it. So that was that. And then I also got some Sunday by Sandnes Garn in this lovely lilac cat colour, and this is the colour 4621, and I saw this with Copy Callie, Kahila. She has started a petite knit pattern, I can't remember what it was like Stockholm sweater or something, I can't remember, it doesn't really matter. I really like the colour, and she paired it with some mohair, and I do have some mohair actually in here. It's that different. I bought this Drops Kit Silk mohair, I don't know when, like a few months ago, and I actually wanted to make something else, like just pure mohair, but then summer came round and I didn't have enough time for some spring knits, and I thought I got nothing to pair this with, so because this is on offer right now at the local yarn shop where I also bought like this, because they specialize on Sandnes Garn, like they only sell Sandnes Garn and Filcolana, but this was on offer, so I got like 6 or something. This is 100% merino wool, I believe. Yeah, 100% merino wool, 235 meters, and I thought this will be perfect to pair it with this mohair, because this is super bright and I don't think I'll ever wear something so bright, and if I buy like a lavender colour that is toned down and pair it together, it might work out. I've not swatched or anything because I want to keep this in my stash, and there is a reason for it. Sorry, camera died. Like I said, there is a reason for this, why I want to keep it, and it is because the knit pearl girl, gosh, what's her name? Why do I forget all of the names when I just sit down to record? I'm really sorry. The person behind the knit pearl girl, she has asked for a tester call for a new sweater that she wants to release in autumn, and I applied, but sadly I didn't get in, which is absolutely fine. I'm just gonna wait for the pattern, and it's such a beautiful design. It looks so fluffy, and I thought it would be perfect for this, for like fall season anyway, or autumn season, because I can't wear something like this anyway with like mohair in it and super thick and chunky. Well, not chunky, but like a long sleeved garment. So that's why I want to keep it, and I think I might make this. Or what I also thought about making is the Sundial sweater by Hiris Makes. Iris, she has asked for a tester call like a month ago now or something, and so she's gonna release the pattern very soon as well. And I'm also thinking about making that because she has used Sunday by Sandnes Garn, so this yarn, for her versions, and she said she only needed like 3 of these and I got 6, so I might just use it for that. I don't know, we'll see. This is not for now, but yeah, that is the plan with that. And these were all of my yarn acquisitions. I have to say I haven't bought any yarn up until Saturday last week. So just a week before I knew I wanted to film the podcast, I thought, oh, I don't have any yarn to show, and I felt kind of guilty. But then I know I shouldn't, because I have quite a big stash now anyway, so I can always use some stash yarn. Like, I don't need a new one. But then, as you do, you go on your favorite yarn shop's website and you see something is on offer, and then you just buy it. So, and I'm really happy with what I bought, to be honest, and I think I will make use of all of it very soon anyway. And especially with the summer yarns, I really needed something light to get me through this year's summer. So I'm not regretting anything. Also, I have shown you on Instagram before, I made another project bag and it is this one. It's a drawstring bag again. That's where I had my Eyelet bralette in it. I got a little pin here because we went to the museum the other day. The Art History Museum here in Vienna is spectacular. It's very, very big, so you really do need a few hours on hand to go and see it. But it was amazing. My boyfriend's friends were here from the UK and they stayed for the weekend, and we all decided to go to the museum and we had a great time. And as like a little souvenir for myself to like get remembered, or like keep the memory of them being here and having such a great time, I bought this pin. So now it is on this project bag and I'm very happy with it. Also, for some yarn projects, or like projects in general that I wanted to, how do you say, I just forgot the sentence, I'm really sorry. I got this yarn, let's start with that. It is the We Are Knitters Merry Fine 100% Merino wool, and in forest green I got 5 skeins or donuts of this. It each got 112 meters, so it's quite thick. I think the gauge is 17 stitches. Yeah, 17 stitches in 10 centimeters. But I got this and I love the color. I think it's a very nice color, even though I am not, like I said, a greeny person. It shows up a lot like bluer than in real life. It's a lot greener. But I thought of making the Aosta shirt by the Knit Pearl Girl again. It's just that for even the smallest size I do not have enough of this yarn, and I am still thinking about casting it on because I kind of want it out of my stash, and I really do need some more shirts. Like, I only got 2 shirts in my wardrobe, some 2 hand knitted ones, and I really want some more, especially going into summer. And I'm thinking about, I was thinking about casting this on, but then I saw I don't have enough yarn by like 1 skein, which is quite a big difference, and I don't want it super cropped, so I don't really know what to do, because I think it is quite difficult to find a pattern with such a big gauge. So I don't really know. I might do that. You might see that next time as well. We'll see. We'll see what the plan is. But yeah, I think that is everything from my side. Any life updates? Nothing exciting really happened. It's getting really warm up here in the apartment because I do live in the attic, and that is literally the hottest place you can go to in summer. We have quite high ceilings, so all the warmth and heat is stored up there, and even when you open the windows it just won't cool down. But yeah, apart from that, my plants are absolutely thriving. I kind of run out of space. But yeah, let me know down below what you're knitting on. I would be very interested in reading through your comments and see what you all are doing right now, maybe get some inspiration. Also some other things, some administrative things, I guess. I was thinking about podcasting every 2 weeks from July on, because I am on my summer break of university for 2 months, and I just really like talking to you guys. I don't know if you like that as well. I hope you do. I hope you also come back for some more podcast episodes. But let me know if you would like that as well, or if I should just stick to once a month. And some extra videos like during that time, because I do have some things planned. I just need to get like the logistical side out of the way and the time side, of course. But yeah, I would be really interested in knowing that, if you would also like that. And I hope I see you next time again. If you do like this video, maybe subscribe, consider subscribing. It would really help me out, and I would make me very, very happy. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Like I said, leave a comment down below if you did. Let me know what you're working on, all of that jazz. Also hop over to Instagram if you want to know more about me, more about my projects. I am getting better, I think, uploading some progress, some of my other things that I'm working on, but time is a bit short right now, so please bear with me. Thank you so much for sticking to the end if you did. If not, that is absolutely fine as well. Thank you for being here, makes me really, really happy. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, a great week, a good day. And I will see you next time. Bye!